Is it safe and right to tell you Happy New Month? Because I find myself in a nation where the inhabitants have not been able to successfully fulfill their full potential. But, anyways, I will wish my reviewers and subscribers a new blessed month. But I won't go without giving you another news. There has been an attack on the palace of the Emir in Ilorin. And what is the reason? It is clear. They said, you as the Emir, right? Even when we are supposed to be having obas, but as Nigeria has put us in this position, as the Emir, why are you not speaking against the bandit group that have decided to take over our local government? This is happening in Lafiagi, and the Emir in Lafiagi's palace has been burned down, razed to ashes. They have said that this will be the end of the hegemony. That if these gangsters were supposed to be people from other ethnicity, that perhaps maybe the Emir would have spoken up, maybe he would have called for the securities architecture to kick in and come and clamp down their, unabated terrorist activities. That in less than 1 week, nothing less than 16 women, and just a day ago, a POS operator with about 1 million naira she was actually, she was grabbed right in the day. She was whisked away. That they've had enough, and now the Yoruba youth there, who of course have not been brainwashed or have not been somehow put under the suppression of the Fulani hegemony, said, we will not keep quiet. We will go there and attack the palace. That when we do, that they are damn sure that in the few days' time, the police will come in. They will find out why they attacked the Emir's palace. And then from there on, they believe that security will begin to get restored in that locality. You see, when you open your doors in the guise of I am tolerant, I am not conservative, I am a liberal human being. This is how your culture, your traditional heritage, your peace, your ancestral peace will get eroded by invaders that have come into your community clothed in sheep clothing. Meanwhile, underneath they are wolves. The very mistake the Yorubas made has not been corrected for over, let's say, 150 years now. Ilorin was taken over in the very early 1800s. Yes, by the very famous Ali, the son of Uthman Danfodio, when the Rrør who was Afonja, who was very desperate, right? And ever since then, the politics of Ilorin, when I mean politics, I mean the traditional politics, has been in the hands of the oligarchs, the northern rulers. This is how they've held the Kanawas, the Kano people. They actually stunned them to second fiddle in their own land, wherein the Hausas do not have a say in their local politics anymore. And also for them to put a little bit of buffer, or should I say a succor, so that the Hausa people will not have what we call uprising. These very smart hegemonics, oligarchs, now created a new ethnic group. They called it Hausa Fulani. And here is my cry. Okay? My cry, my wake-up call for the Yoruba extractionists. Ilorin, whether you like it or not, is now what we call Yoruba Fulanis. Yes. If you go to Ilorin today, where you see some children, you talk to them, you ask them, where are you from? In that same family, some of them will tell you, I'm a Fulani. Some will tell them, I'm a Yoruba. Some will tell them, Yoruba, I'm a Yoruba Fulani. So you can see that level of confusion they bring in. They have successfully divided Ilorin. The larger part of Ilorin is governed by these oligarchs, right? The governor goes into the Emir palace to pay obedience to the Emir. The Yorubas now, Yoruba youth have probably read through this, and these are just conscious Yoruba youth who are left. I need to go deep in this event. I want to check. Maybe I can get one or two youths to really find out. Probably these are Yoruba youth who didn't grow up in Ilorin. There might be Ilorin indigenous, but perhaps they did not grow up in Ilorin. Maybe they had some, maybe a share of their life, they grow up in Ogun State, maybe in Oyo State, maybe in Lagos State. Maybe because I know that any child, right, most especially in the northern part of Ilorin, if you grow up within that axis, you are being conditioned to see the Fulanese as untouchable. Yes, you are being conditioned to understand that your direction, everything about you in terms of religion, in terms of your faith, in terms of your future, in terms of your spirituality comes from the Sultan. Hence, you would see every Emir palace as sacred. You wouldn't dare to say you want to go and attack it. So I am sure that those guys, those youths that actually attacked that palace might have had some level of, let me say, exposure from another region. And here is a problem that we have always said, that the reasons why security has festered for so long, for a period of 15 years, is because there are so many people in the corridors of power who are stooges to these oligarchs. I saw a video that one boy did. He said, an original Fulani that you find in the bush does not carry an AK-47. That what he carries is a stick and a gun. Let's watch it. It's just a 10 to 15 seconds video.
A real and original Fulani man, you will never ever see him with an AK-47 inside bush. So any person that you see with an AK-47 inside bush, he is not a Fulani man. Please stop calling him a Fulani man. Just call him a terrorist.
Welcome back. Well, can we all agree that that boy is right? Or is he wrong? He said, every original Fulani, right, does not wield an AK-47. Hence, anybody we see in the farm, in the bush, right, yes, he might be speaking full day, which is the language of the Fulanis, that he might have the structure, the physicality, the facial features. But as long as he's carrying AK-47, no, we should call him a terrorist. Oh, we should call it what? A terror. Are you a good student? But what did they do to my brothers? The IPOBs. They said those IPOBs, even when you are not carrying a gun, just because you said you want to leave without taking one soul, they tag the IPOB boys and girls terrorists. Right? Why would they say, okay, IPOB is a terrorist? Because IPOB is the name of a people. Oh, but you are now fighting out. Don't tarnish the integrity. The name Fulani is very sacred. Just use the word terrorist. Okay, I'll go use them. But when he quacks like a duck, when he kurukere like a duck, when he flaps his waka like a duck, then I will say it is a what? It is a duck. I did not start this, and I might not be the one to end it, because I know there are so many people on my comment sections who are like, guy, why are you out here all the time calling out the very obvious, that I should keep short, that I should stop saying the truth, that the insecurity in the country most times are done by other ethnic tribes. They just dress up like Fulanis to use that as an alibi. You see, when it is a Yoruba person that did it, we'll say it is a Yoruba person. Period. When it is an Igbo person, we'll say it is an Igbo person. Abi? You know, they'll tell you that in drug trafficking, in drug illegal business, they will not even find out who are the people dealing with it. Before they will say an Igbo. Abi no be so? If there are fake drugs in the market, that NDLEA actually posted the face of the guy, the trafficker and all that, most people will not even take their time to go and let me zoom in and see the name. They are an Igbo. Oh, so now you want me to always second guess and to be meticulous? When I know that the people historically that have always been grazing cattle as far as Africa is concerned and Fulanis. When I hear them speak, they speak the Fulani language. When I look at their physique, they look like one. When I now go deeper, out of 10, 9 is it. Oh, you now want me not to generalize? How about now? You are you sure you have something in your skull? I have said it. The emirs, where you have emirs, you know, emirs are the titles for Fulani kingship, right? When you have emirs, go and check the sincerity that plays out there. They will never come out on a daily basis and say that we are against this thing, we are against this thing. They will not. In Benue there, the Tour of TV came out and challenged the chairman of MACBA. He said, listen, you cannot tell us that there are only few bad ones. All of you look the same. And they always hide into the crowd, which serve for them as a camouflage. You people have never for one day come out to point one that, okay, see this one, yes, no, now my fellow Fulani man. No. Have we not seen how Yorubas do that, where they call out their brothers? Have we not seen how Igbos come out and call out their brothers? Look at him, now my brother, now Igbo, but na thief, but na carry him. Have we not seen it? I mean, I saw a video. I'm going to show that video to you. In this happening, I think in Anambra, within the axis of Aba and all that. A fellow Igbo brother. He has always been in what we call phone grabbing. In a jog phone. He was caught. They brought him out. Look at him. But hardly will you see them do that nonsense in the north. What they do is they say, no, brother, we protect him, we protect him, we protect him. We protect him, we protect him, we protect him. One idiot is already carrying a campaign saying that anybody that votes for the South in 2027 election is against the North and Islam. That one, Tinubu is a fake Muslim, that now they've confirmed it. Tinubu is a what? Is a fake Muslim, that if you vote Tinubu, you are, that if you now vote Obi, that you are a bigger threat to the very existence of Islam. That Obi, who has a voice record with the pastors, telling the pastors that Nigeria is always in a constant state of religious war, that he must be voted, that this is a war between the Christian and the Muslim, that no, that all the Christians in this north should vote for him, blah 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 blah. This was written by one very useless Northern Fulani social media influencer called himself Sincerity and Wasp Papi. You have it on my screen over there. They are now running campaigns. We are talking of insecurity. We are talking of people that will come in and sort the solution. They don't say Tinubu that one, they try use bomb blast. Tinubu I say, I beg, I know this game. The same game you guys play for Jonathan. Abi? I know it. My vice president was the governor in Borno that time. Now we know as everything played out. No, it's not going to work on me. I know the game pattern. I know Tinubu just now like this. He looked away. He looked away. He said, "When you people finish yourself, the insecurity will stop." That's what he said. His body language explicitly says that. Doesn't give a damn. Imagine if it was a Jonathan, maybe it was still Jonathan that was there. You know, Jonathan would be flying from one local, hey, they don't bomb it. Hey, Chineke me, you don't go, hey, Chineke me. That is what Obi would have done too. Like, bomb blast in Benue, hey, bomb blast in Plateau, hey, bomb blast in Benue, hey, bomb blast in Kano, which is very good as a leader. I mean, you must have empathy. But you see, this is how they derail and they demarcate presidents. Most especially when it is the turn of the South. You can see that dirty campaign they are carrying. Just imagine that dirty campaign. You just imagine that silly dirty campaign saying that voting for you now you can see I have always said it that Obi must be a man. He should stop acting like a boy. They give him a snippet of the kind of campaign of calumny. You know why they are selling this campaign? You know? They are selling this campaign so that Obi will just see himself as a worthless person, because when they demarcate him on that on that rhetoric that Obi, and he truly had a voice note, right? He has a voice note with Oyedepo, right? And they begin to play it because I know what they will do. The article camp are the one leading this. I mean, you have to open your eyes. You have to open your eyes. They want to subvert. They want to suppress Obi. That okay, you must be vice. An Igbo presidency must only rise through a northern condition. That now we go, you go gas. Now we go carry you like this. Oh yeah, take. Go and do better than 4 years. And when you are there, you cannot do anyhow. With our eyes are on you. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. So you see the problem that we have as a nation. We know the major elements causing the problem. In the north, they are the one. In the south, they are already creeping in. The religion has already crept in. The southwest is totally divided on that religion. Totally. I mean, in the last Ramadan, we saw what happened, right? We saw what happened. So you think some Yorubas will listen to such rhetoric that when you vote the Peter Obi, when you vote an Igbo man, I mean, you know, Nigerians are just very short-sighted and unintelligent. Most times they will just take decisions irrationally. They're not logical. They are so there's this high level of fraternity with religion. Before you know, no, imagine come Igbo love, our Muslimi, I'm telling you. And then sometimes I'll just look at them, see my fellow Yoruba brother, religion don't finish him. I'm telling you, I have a friend whose father, anytime he's around, I dare not go to that my friend's house. I won't. You see this my small things where they if that man see me, he go say I be an Arna. Am I a pagan? What's wrong with you? You start questioning me. He will start asking me so many Quranic verses because you know I've shared my story before. I told you that I grew up as a Muslim. I grew up in the north. It was when I came to the south that I began to question things, and then I had to rebut myself. I said, no. I'm neither here nor there now. I'm just for humanity. I'm just for people to be able to have the capacity to achieve their full potential. I will not be a purveyor or a convener of religious fanaticism, whereby your brain is, I mean, when you become a religious fanatic, your brain gets stuck. It freezes. Your brain freezes. Your brain will freeze. Boom. I'm telling you, they can tell you go and do this. You just go and do it blindly. Think, nothing. Adeboye who said, let us pray for the country. Oh, protest was good for Jonathan, but now prayer good for Tinubu. You see the high level of question of those religious leaders. So that is how they do it. That is how those northern oligarchs, that is what they do. They will frustrate you. They have conditioned Obi now to be begging for one time. Obi now is now a beggar. That's why I said Obi cannot think he wants to be pan-Nigerian. The North will always rubbish you. Oh, can Obi be as pan as Obasanjo? Was Obasanjo not threatened? Oh, can Obi think he can satisfy the North like Jonathan did? Didn't they threaten the hell out of him? Let's get serious here. The point is this. What those youths did in Ilorin is the way to go. Until we begin to break the shackles of every hand and invisible powers of these oligarchs over our traditional lives, our societal lives, we might not be free as a nation. Bye for now.